Could we see the Denver Broncos reunite with a former first-round pick? So I've been saying for a while on this channel that despite adding Evan Ingram in free agency, the Denver Broncos could still stand to get a little bit more help at the tight end position. In particular, somebody who can play in line at the Y tight end position, somebody who can block as well as go out and pass catch. Evan Ingram cannot really play that role in a full capacity because of his limitations as a blocker. We've discussed that ad nauseum on this channel. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. But I do believe that the Denver Broncos are going to be at least pondering the open market to see if they can get an upgrade over Adam Troutman. A tight end became available on the open market today. You can probably guess who it is. Noah Fant was released by the Seahawks today. He was one of the many assets that went to Seattle in the Russell Wilson trade, and I gotta be honest, that trade is looking worse and worse for Seattle as time goes on. The best player that they ultimately got was Devin Witherspoon with one of the draft picks, but outside of that, everybody else, from the players that they got from Denver, Drew Lock's the only one there now, and he's their backup quarterback, to the draft picks, Charles Cross, he's got some question marks long-term as the left tackle in Seattle, I feel like, so that trade is looking worse and worse for the Seattle Seahawks with Fant gone. In this video, we're going to assess if Noah Fant makes sense for the Denver Broncos, and if he would fill that inline wide tight end role that I have been coveting for so long here in Denver. So last season in Seattle, Noah Fant had 48 receptions for 500 yards, 10.4 yards per reception, and just one touchdown. Seattle went out, and not only did they change offensive schemes, going out and hiring Clint Kubiak as their offensive coordinator, they also added to their tight end room, drafting Elijah Arroyo, and they got A.J. Barner as well last year. So they've got some really good pieces in that tight end room. They've also got former tight end from the Broncos, Eric Saubert, in that building. They just felt that Noah Fant wasn't going to be able to fill a role that they needed him to fill in that offense, and it's due to his deficiencies as a blocker, and that's why I don't think he makes sense for the Denver Broncos in a reunion. He had 128 run blocking snaps last season in Seattle, 42.3 Pro Football Focus run blocking grade, 79th out of all tight ends with a minimum of 100 run blocking snaps, 23 pass blocking snaps. He allowed 4 pressures, a 17.4 pressure percentage allowed, 35.5 PFF run blocking grade, which was 80th amongst tight ends, again minimum 100 snaps. So Noah Fant still has the same problems that he had when he left the Broncos. He's an explosive, dynamic athlete who will provide you something in the receiving game, but he cannot block to save his life. Sound familiar? Yeah, that's basically another Evan Ingram. Noah Fant is a little bit taller and a little bit more bulky than Evan Ingram is, so I think that he at least profiles to play tight end a little bit more than Evan Ingram does, the traditional wide tight end role, but he just can't do it because he sucks as a blocker. Some of that in Denver was, I feel like, due to a lack of effort. In Seattle, I didn't watch every Noah Fant snap at blocking, but I felt like his effort was there. It was the technique and the fundamentals that were absolute crap for Fant, and that's why he was so putrid as a blocker. So until he improves in that category, I don't see him fitting at all in this Denver Broncos offense in the role that we would need him to. Bring him in as a backup to Evan Ingram as the F tight end? Yeah, maybe, but I don't think Fant would go for that. Plus, there's no loyalty to Noah Fant left in Denver. John Elway was the GM when Noah Fant was drafted. George Paton came in and almost immediately traded away Noah Fant in just his second year as the GM in that Russell Wilson deal. So there's no loyalty left. I don't think Noah Fant makes sense. I've seen a couple people on Twitter kind of broach the idea, but no, I'm not trading for Noah Fant, or I'm not signing Noah Fant, because I just don't think that that makes any sense for this team. He doesn't fill a role that the Denver Broncos need right now, so yeah, no. Noah Fant in Denver, no thank you. Before we get out of here, guys, Be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. And if you want to go above and beyond in supporting the channel, please consider becoming a channel member today. Some people were saying that they were struggling to figure out how to do that, so here is an instructional video if you want to go above and beyond in supporting the production quality of these videos. It's not mandatory whatsoever, but again, if you want to help out the channel, here's how you can do so. And I know some of you guys were struggling to find where this join button was, so I thought I'd hop in and show you guys real quick. So we are on my channel's homepage right here. If you guys just look up Broncos Syndicate and go to my channel, it'll take you to this homepage right here. And this is where the join button is, right here next to the subscribe. Let's just go ahead and click on a video real quick here. And the join button is right here on the videos. Right next to my title, or right underneath my title, and right next to my channel name and subscriber count. That's how it looks on PC. And then on mobile, it's not focusing well, but you guys can see that white button right there. It says join. It's not focusing, but that white button that's underneath the title next to my channel name, that is where it will be on mobile. So that's where these buttons are located on PC and mobile. I'm not sure how to do it on a smart TV or if you're on some sort of weird device like that, but that's where the button would be located on PC and on mobile. Alright, so that's how you can join if you are so interested. Again, it is not mandatory, but if you guys want to help us out even further, I would really appreciate it. And until next time, guys, I'm your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.